Yesterday.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Tidang Ragi.
Don Vino. Uncle Kel Pondy remix. Yeah. Choco. Ty. She make me feel higher.
She told me she loves me. I can't help but worry. My senses tell me it's too good to be true. Fear consumes me for losing the best thing that's ever happened to me. You know what I mean? Love's got me worried, out of my mind. No love should feel unkind. How do I smile? Ooh, feels like my life has come crashing down. 'Cause of this love, can't seem to get myself off the ground. Maybe my heart could just be on guard. Maybe my boo really loves me. Could this be happening to me? You see what I mean? Your love's got me out of my mind. No love should feel unkind. How do I smile? Out of my mind. No love should feel unkind. How do I smile? Thinking back when I first fell in love with your smile, girl, I can't help but see how in your eyes. Now I'm convinced I've been paranoid. 'Cause how can an angel like you hide me?
Yeah. I say, girl, who wrongs? Cause I make a right hand. You want a disrespect, that's not right hand. What in the dark, it must come to light hand. Father God, pre making things bright and you playing the fool and you think that you know me. How the hell for you disrespect me? Father God, he going to bless me. Your whole life was a Tyler Perry movie.
Out of my mind. No love should feel unkind.
Tender love and give me what to give, yeah, yeah.
You drive me crazy. You drive me crazy, baby. Oh, you're so worried.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Submissions are now open for all types of South African music to be playlisted on Radio Yesterday. The likes of gospel, trap en hip-hop.
Dan wat gaat zij maken? Protest met boms in die straat? Hoeveel zal dood aan die kaap? Mijn enigste vraag is: wat zij bereikt? O, zit die genoeg hier als zij het die voelen? Wat zij bereikt?
Dancehall en reggae tunes.
Vai, patay. Ay, Solomon Square. Ang sabi mo, vai, patay. Ay, ay. Ay, pinagpasok.
R&B and soul.
I still smell you, I
smell you, yes I do.
And of course, bomb and house music. We don't mind the language. We don't mind the genre. So send us an email now to info@radioeasterriver.co.za. Title your email Playlist Me.
Yesterday.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Tidang Ragi.
Good morning, and welcome to your community talk show with Henry Prins. It's Tuesday, the 23rd of May. Yo, people, it's ice cold outside, but we're going to warm this things up in studio this morning. So if you tuned in, I want to say good morning, and I hope you are well. You are tuned into your number one online radio station, Radio East River. And this is the community talk show of Henry Prins, where we bring you every Tuesday inspirational stories in our community. So you can send us a WhatsApp on 0645369095, or you can follow us on our Facebook live stream and just leave a comment. Then I will read out the comment, obviously live on air. Okay, so this morning we have someone very special, the legend and creator of Sexy Vibes, the saxophonist Don Vino Prins, all the way from Elsie's River. Die man is hier in studio saam met ons, en if you are going to stay till the end of the show, he's going to perform a song for us, so stay tuned for that. And like I normally say on a Tuesday morning, if you're on the live, please like, comment, and share. Good morning, Don Vino, and welcome to Radio East River.
Mr. Prins, hoe gaat het daar, man? Yes, like it, man. Ja, het is goed om hier te wees, man.
Ja.
My van genoot.
Ik denk it's long overdue. It's long overdue. We've been waiting for Don Vino, but this guy is so busy, and he's currently doing Sexy Vibes number 5.
Yes,
Yo, can you believe it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's been growing so fast that at the pace, I don't think we can keep up, But he's live here in Radio East River studio at Sainsbury Square, and for everyone that's tuned in, like on our Facebook, Jawad Jabbar say good morning, Henry Prins, and guest on Vino. Then wow, Big Lee say die neefs. Thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, Henry Prins, and guest that's Jade Brinkies. Guys, thank you. Just comment, like, and share. We will appreciate that. Don Vino,
Sir.
Jy is oorspronklik van die Elsie's rivier. Geef ons net so 'n klein agtergrond van jou, Don Vino.
Yeah, so geboren in Elsie's rivier in a dorpie called Epping Forest, klein sub dorpie Epping Forest. Dis basically ook aan Matroos, so die meeste mense ken Matroos in Elsie's River.
Ja.
Hulle ken nie vir Epping Forest nie, but so ek is van Epping Forest. Born and raised there, and growing up, my first encounter with music was basically in the church, I played in the church band. Mm-hmm. And I was in the church choir, I was in the youth, it was just the whole thing for me, in being involved with the church. And so years later, when I was 15 years old, a friend of mine told me about the Christmas choir that he was in.
Wow.
And he said, he asked me, why didn't I join the Christmas choirs? Because he knew I was into music.
Yeah.
And then I joined the Christmas choirs, and I started with the banjo first.
Okay.
So that is my first real instrument that I played in a band.
Yeah.
And I then switched to trumpet. En toen trek ik my 4 voorste tanden moest noemen. Hoe kan ik niet meer trumpet spelen?
Because you need that pressure.
Zijn alle tanden nodig, ja. So I did that, and then I couldn't play trumpet anymore. But then I fell in love with the sound of the saxophone.
Wow.
So while the guys was normally taking a break in the rehearsals at the Christmas choirs, I used to take one guy's saxophone and just try and fiddle with it and try and figure out how this instrument works, because I was so intrigued with the sound of the saxophone that I wanted to teach myself to play this thing. The band didn't know.
Yeah.
The choir master didn't know that I was figuring out this instrument on my own. And then one day there was an instance where one guy couldn't make a funeral that we played at.
Yeah.
And then I said to the choir master, I said, but I can play this instrument. Just give me. Let me show you I can play this thing. And then I played it. And then from there I just
Develop into it.
I immediately fell in love with playing it, man.
Yes,
and
yes.
with the sound of it and
Yeah.
And how it intrigued people, And I then switched to jazz, in that time when I was in the Christmas choirs, and I started listening to jazz music.
Yeah.
And the first album I actually listened to was an album by Abdullah Ibrahim called Water from an Ancient Well. And on that album was Robbie Jensen.
Yeah.
And that's when I heard Cape Jazz, for the first time.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love with that type of music. And then I started following Robbie Jensen, and I followed his music, and I started to try and play like him,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where my improvisational side of jazz began to to become something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Lovely.
So yeah, that's basically my start into music. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Don Vino, growing up in LC's River, what was the challenges you have experienced
Ooh, big challenges.
as a youth person?
Yeah. So first challenge we had was a baie arm. So
Yeah.
we didn't have much growing up. You know. Alistair Isabel maak altyd die joke. Hy sê die meisies laat op by ons huis geloop so arm was ons.
Die meisje wil inry
Die
nie.
meisies wil daar hier niks aan nie. But we didn't have a lot when we were growing up. But we had enough, man. We had enough.
Yeah.
There was a lot of love in our household, The
Yes.
biggest challenge for us was gangsterism in Elsa's River, in Epping Forest for all,
Yeah.
There was a lot of elements. Drug abuse. I mean the normal challenges that colored people, in these
Experience,
yes, in the Cape Flats experience every day, each and every day, and still to this day experience,
Yeah.
So but through the grace of God, we saw above that, we were given. But I think it's also because of my upbringing, man.
Yeah.
My ouders was baie geestelike mense, so
Exactly.
So our foundation was strong.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that the challenges outside was still, trying to, influence us as young people.
Exactly.
To get into that type of life,
Yeah.
But I think it's just through the grace of God that, we flourished and rise above those challenges. And I always tell this to young people that it doesn't matter, maybe where you come. It might sound cliche. It doesn't matter where you come
Yeah.
from. It doesn't matter your social or economical status. That doesn't matter. If you've got something that you are working towards, or you've got a dream that you would like to aspire to be like, or to play like someone, or to be like someone,
Yeah.
or to be better than your circumstances.
Yes.
There's nothing stopping you. If you can just see that dream in your mind and chase that dream, you will get to that dream one day.
Wow.
There's so many people that has gone through so much struggles in their lives.
And became successful.
Yeah. But just because they saw something else, and they didn't let these situations, overpower them.
Ja,
So
definitely ja. En dan Don Vino, waar het jy jou skoolloopbaan voltooi?
St. Andrews High School.
Wow.
Ja, ik was daar technisch. De eerste technische school in de Cape Flats,
Okay.
Ja, ik was daar tot 1999. Toen ik matriculeerde dat jaar, ja. Was een lekker school. I still try and go back sometimes, and it's just to go and give some talks there, It's just beautiful.
Yeah, that is what we need to do. We need to give something back to our communities.
Yeah.
And then Don Vino, obviously, jy het instrumente. Waar het die liefde vir dit develop? Is daar familielede wat musiek gemaak het?
Die bloeden. Ja, my aunties sing. My ma kan ook sing, but sy wil nie sing.
Ja.
And I think the most of our talent comes from my grandfather, from my pa's kant, because he was an oralist in the church, and I'm not sure before him.
Yeah.
I must actually go and check that lineage. Who else? Maybe there's someone that was big.
Yeah.
Before all of this,
Exactly.
But in my family, I'm the only one that has actually taken this music thing as a career.
Oh,
You know, het was hy ding man.
Ja, dat is
Dis die
altyd
regte weekie.
Ja,
You know?
ja. Hulle sê ons altyd, gaan hy ding vir jou geld inbring.
Ja.
Dis dieselfde soos acting. Wil jy acting doen? Daar's geld in
Wil jy
acting.
maar dokter raak?
Ja.
Wil jy maar vertenterne raak?
Ja. Of nursing.
Boilermaker.
Of 'n polisieman.
Nursing is die groot ene.
Ja.
Baie nurses in my familie.
Ja. Okay, en dan wie het jou geïnspireer om saxofoon te bespeel?
Ja, om jazz te bespelen was Robbie Jensen.
Ja.
Robbie Jensen was mijn eerste guy wat ik erg waar aspired to be like, you know. The late great Robbie Jensen.
Yeah.
But what inspired me to play the instrument, you know, I just fell in love with the sound of it when I was in the Christmas choirs, you know. It was just an amazing sound that came out of the instrument and the hymns that we used to play back then.
Yeah.
Just had this amazing, tranquil, relaxing feeling to it. You know?
Yeah.
So I think the love for the instrument comes from there, but the love for jazz comes from the fact that I heard Abdullah Ibrahim, Robbie Jensen, Winston Mankunku, and all the greats, you know, that came before us. Yeah.
Wow. En dan die ouderdom van 15. Tree je op met die plaatselijke jazzbands. Hoe was daar die ondervinding voor jou? Ik meen 15 jaar oud en jij speelt al klaar jazz.
I don't think I really played jazz, but when I was like
your
15 years
saxophone.
old.
Yeah,
you know, I really started playing jazz when I was like 19.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started playing with a band called Brotherhood.
Yeah.
They were a gospel band that played jazz.
Okay.
So dat was de eerste bands wat redig waar, you know, gospel gevat het en maak hulle jazzy.
Oh, I see.
So like in the 90s, in the late 90s, there was high bands. There was a band called Joshua also. So there was a sort van a competition between Joshua and Brotherhood. So these two bands were like the only gospel bands that played like proper jazz, man. You know. So that was the first bands that I really played with, you know. But it was exciting for me. It was exciting for me because my eerste tour met my band was 1999 when we played with the Sultana Community Choir and when we toured Namibia.
Yeah.
You know, we went to St. Vis. And that was exciting for me. That was my eerste uit, you know, traveling experience, you know, before I started to travel outside of Cape Town, inside of South Africa, yeah.
Okay, you see, outside of that time already.
Yeah, I was like 19, 20, you know.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And then you started Sexy Vibes. Hoe kom jy dit begin en wat wou jy bereik het met dit?
So, I've always been playing with as a backing artist, you know.
Yeah.
So met Alistair Isabel, Lukman Adams, Emo, David Kramer, Jonathan Butler, and all these amazing artists, I was always the backing instrumentalist, you know.
Yeah.
Back in the backing band.
Yes.
And then occasionally I would come to the front, take a solo or play a song, you know, and then go back, you know.
Yeah.
So 2017, 16, 17, I decided to go solo as a solo artist, you know, to expand my horizons and, you know, to try and find something, you know, to take my career to the next level. So that's why I went solo.
Yeah.
And Sexy Vibes was one of the first projects that I started as a solo artist, you know. People were always calling me when I was playing in the clubs back in the day. They were always calling me Mr. Sexy Vibes, you know.
Yeah.
Don't we know Sexy Vibes? And then I started to take that brand and, you know, to make it my own. And I think the show just comes from the fact that people just started calling me that. And then, you know, I started to name the show that. And the show is basically just about having a good time. The show is about coming to the show, kick your shoes off, come and have a good time. If you had a bad day, come naar die show too and just, you know, relax and forget about the struggles and the tribulations of life and just come and have an all-around good time, you know. It's about good music. That's what the show is about.
Wow.
Feel good music, you know, and also to, you know, I mean, this one that I'm doing now it's all about the fact that we came through the struggle now with COVID, you know, and now that we have, we've lost so many people, so we need to celebrate their lives that they've lived, but also celebrate the fact that that us who have come through this, we can really be grateful to God that we came through it, but also not forget the people that succumb to this terrible virus. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. Sure. And Don Vino, if you have to give anyone advice, say somebody that want to start playing the saxophone, what advice would you give to a person like that?
Yeah. What I would say is anything that anyone wants to take on, whether it be a saxophone or trumpet, or whether you want to become a doctor, or whether you want to become an electrician or plumber or whatever the case may be, is to first assess, is it really what you want to do?
Yeah.
Is that thing, when you think about that thing, doesn't make you happy?
Yeah.
Is there an exhilarating feeling that comes up when you think about this thing? And if the answer is yes, then pursue that thing with all your might, with everything inside of you.
True.
Don't let anyone then tell you that you can't, achieve this thing.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of people that says, "Nah, maar the plumber is hier quiet joppie man, wilde nie maar iets anders word nie." But if you in your heart feel that the plumber is wat jy wil word, then that noise, and I call it noise, it's just noise that people are saying, jy kan nie. And most of the time it's them projecting their fears upon you. What they could not become, they now are now saying you can't become. Sure. That's just projecting their fears and their insecurities upon you. But if you really think or believe in your heart that this is what you want to do, you go for it, my bro. You go for it. If you want to become a saxophone player, you go for it. You know. But what I would also say is go and study everything in that field that you can.
Yeah.
If it's a saxophone that you want to play, go study everything. Go study the greats. Go study the people that came before you. And then you take on any challenge that you can.
Yeah.
Any challenge that you can.
Yes.
Niemand veel sê kan nie man.
Exactly man. En dis ek gaan net uitbrei op daai Don ek het apply vir 'n job by Protea Hotel. En toe ek eventually die kontrak geteken het en ek werk my laaste notice daar uit. Toe begin vee my aanval. En die mense sê vir my, weet jy hoe dit daar is? Weet jy hoe jy gaan is gras is altyd groener en al die klomp goed man. En die mense begin te my bietjie hoe sal man nou sê bietjie hulle laat ek worry man, verstaan jy, because ek dink nou, maak ek die regte besluit, het ek die regte besluit gemaak, al ek begin te doubt myself, en die stem kom by my, het sê, die Here sê, hy sal nooit vir ons iets meer belas as ons het kan doen nie, verstaan jy, so hy sal nooit iets op jou pad sit, wat
more than you can bear,
exactly, wat jy nie kan hanteer, en ek het net die noise, soos jy sê, die noise, die mense wat praat, het ek probeer distansieer, en ek het net vir myself gesê, ek gaan die ding doen, whether ek goede moet leer, sal ek my net vandag opvang, en ek sal,
of course,
man, ek is nog eens 'n week aan nie, toe sê die mense, ek moet 3 maande probation doen, toe sê die mense al klaar, as jy 'n review doen 'n goeie review. So verstaan jy, 'n mens moet opbou laat vee jou lewe predik man. Verstaan jy?
The bottom line is God did not give us a spirit of fear.
Yeah.
I think that's the most amazing scripture right there.
Yeah.
He did not give us a spirit of fear. So then fear is not a part of us. It's something that that is projected upon us, man. It's doesn't. You are not fear.
Yes.
No? You anyone can overcome fear. It's just a temporary thing. That tries to deviate you from your goal, man. That's all that fear is. Maar it's net daar.
Exactly. En wat die snaakste is van alles, nee, die Here het al klaar die fondasie voorberei vir jou, want ek het die amazingste manager. En ek leer baie van hom, en hy's daar so, hy's supportive man. En hy laat jou verstaan, ons almal maak foute.
Ja.
Selfs ek wat hoe lank al
It's
die
a
werk,
nice
ek maak
environment to work
foute.
in, hè?
So ons leer en ons leer saam. En dit is vir my so amazing. So ek het verniet gestres man.
Daar is hy man. Daar is hy.
As hy, okay mense, julle wat nog ingeskakel is, ons sê vir julle baie dankies dat jy ingeskakel is op die number 1 online radiostasie Radio Eersterivier. Soos ek gesê het voorheen, comment, like en sê ons wil graag julle comments lees. Enige vrae vir Don Vino, stuur dit deur, stuur op ons WhatsApp, sit dit comment op ons Facebook live en ons gaan dit na die breek gaan ons dit lees. Ons gaan 'n kort breek vat, bly ingeskakel. As ons terugkom, gesels ons saam Don Vino en ons doen ons eet. Dit is Radio Eersterivier, ons stasie, ons talent en ons mense. Eersterivier.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Die ding rukkie.
Ja. Afrikaans hip-hop se pastoor. Julle kan maar praat, oh en wat? Julle kan my swak maak en wat? Julle kan my afkraak en wat? Maar niks en niemand gaan my stoppie en wat? Julle kan maar praat, oh en wat? Julle kan my swak maak en wat? Julle kan my afkraak en wat? Maar niks en niemand gaan my stoppie en wat? Ek het al beter dae gehad, bro. Ek was in kringe waar vriende my uitgelag het, bro. Is obviously 'n man wie dit voel, wanneer dit mense is, maar wie dit laat nie verwag, bro. Wat al wat 'n man kon doen, is om te bid van 'n man weet nie wat ek kan doen. Ek sê nou al wat 'n man kon doen, is om te bid van 'n man weet nie wat ek kan doen. Niks en niemand gaan my stoppie. 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 Julle kan maar praat, oh en wat? Julle kan my swak maak en wat? Julle kan my afkraak en wat? Maar niks en niemand gaan my stoppie en wat? Julle kan maar praat, oh en wat? Julle kan my swak maak en wat? Julle kan my afkraak en wat? Maar niks en niemand gaan my stoppie en wat? Vir die brase wie gelag het, brase wie agter my rug begin praat het, brase wie later aan enemies begin raak het, brase wie dit tough times saam met my moes gestaan het, brase wie gedink het, rap is maar net 'n fase, brase wie ek gedink het, my rug gehaat het, brase wie even begin doubt het, brase wie dit tough times saam met my moes gestaan het. Ek kom vra publicly verskoning, omdat julle nie gesien het wat ek gesien het nie, en sommige van julle nie om my believe het nie, of gesien het wat God in my gesien het nie. Maar dit wat hy instoor het, is obviously beter as wat ek verloor het. Dit wat hy instoor het, is obviously beter as wat ek verloor het. Niks en niemand gaan my stoppie. 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 Julle kan maar praat, oh en wat? Julle kan my swak maak en wat? Julle kan my afkraak en wat? Maar niks en niemand gaan my stoppie en wat? Julle kan maar praat, oh en wat? Julle kan my swak maak en wat? Julle kan my afkraak en wat? Maar niks en niemand gaan my stoppie en wat?
Eersterivier.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Die ding rukkie.
Daar sê welkom terug. As jy ons nou net gejoin het, goeiemôre en welkom. by your community talk show of Henry Prins. U kan vir ons 'n WhatsApp stuur op 0645369095. En dan kan u ook op ons Facebook live gaan. U kan 'n comment los daar, enige vrae vir Don Vino. Kan jy daar ook vir ons deurgee. Okay, ons gaan gou ons ads doen. The butcher market is your number one butcher when it comes to halal quality meat that is locally sourced at affordable prices. A variety of products is sold at the butcher market, so make sure that you do not miss out. Make a turn at your East River or Somerset West branch. Save big with Chelsea. Chelsea have awesome deals ranging from Huawei, Samsung and more. Chelsea also has double deals, so make sure you visit your nearest Chelsea branch and get your hands on these amazing deals. Do you need a website, app or business? With RE Media House, you can get the most features out of your website at affordable prices. We would like to assist you business being digital savvy. Contact us on 064-536-9095 or info@remediahouse.co.za. Kesmet Pharmacy. It's the start of a new school year. Come down to Kesmet Pharmacy to protect your little ones with Crescart and Centrum for Kids. For those teenagers who need a little extra help concentrating, we've got you covered with Keen Mind and Neuromed for that extra mental vitality. And parents, we haven't forgotten about you. Get your energy levels up for that school run with Barocca Maxivit at Kesmet Pharmacy. Our contact number is 021-745-6252. We are located at 192 Blue Downs Way, Tuscany Glen, East River. Like and follow our Facebook page at Kesmet Pharmacy. Here at Kesmet, we are family, providing for your family. Okay, and we are back and we're still chatting to Don Vino Prins, die legend as het kom by sexy vibes and sexy phones. Okay, alright, so
Hij
mense...
was nou een lekker nummer van Reggie B, man.
Joh. Oh ja, mense.
Hij is ook in wat het zo praat.
Ja, mense en
niemand gaan my stoppie.
Exactly, mense en iets geluister na Reggie B en wat dit was die song wat ons.
Hulle kan my swak maak en wat.
Ja,
yes, Koi.
Ah, nee, dat is een van my favorite liedjies, man. Yes, Reggie B, nee, hy kom regtig deur daar, ja. Okay, mense, ons gaan gou net nog so op 2 vrae doen, dan gaan Don Vino vir hom gereed kry om ons te entertain. So, as jy comment, like, share die live, mense. Sê vir die mense by die huis, Don Vino gaan nou perform live in studio. So, kry die link uit, mense. Stuur het rond, ja, daar is hy. Kry jouself gereed. Okay, so Don Vino, jy het ook al met bekendes opgetree internasionaal en obviously local, en jy het al 'n hele paar trips gedoen, Sweden, USA, Dubai en vele meer. Hoe was die ondervinding vir jou?
Yeah, so my eerste overseas trip was Dubai. Well, Abu Dhabi, to be specific. We played there for 3 months. De contractje daar gedaan met de band Touchdown, dat ik gespeeld had mee in de Kaap.
Ja.
En, toen ik terugkom van daar af, voor ik daar kom, was ik ik geapply voor, we got this Grahamstown Festival.
Ja.
Elke jaar. En we went there as youngsters, to go seek something better.
Yes,
so we applied to play in the All-Stars, in the Youth All-Star Band. En toen kom ik in dat jaar. Ik was 24 jaar oud toen ik daar inkom.
Yes.
En so that band, normally they travel with that band.
Exactly.
And so when I went to Abu Dhabi, I went there for 3 months. When I came back, that All-Star Band then went to London, to Sweden. To Stockholm, and we played there. So that was my trip to Stockholm. And then I was in a gospel band called Kunjalo. And
Yeah,
then we
I
went to
remember.
London, we went to the United
Gonzalez.
States.
Yeah.
So I traveled quite a bit with that gospel group, then I went to the United States with David Cromer, played Carnegie Hall there, and to New York, and traveling is fantastic for me. When you get to meet different people, different cultures,
Exactly.
different languages, and it's very inspiring. As a young musician, when you start traveling and experience different things that you are not accustomed to, and that's not the norm to you. Traveling for me is very exciting. I've just been doing it locally this year, but next year there's plans to travel abroad. Travel abroad again, yeah.
Okay, lovely. Joh, dit is so met daai experience wat jy opgebou het, en obviously die mense wat jou sien.
Ja.
Daar is hy man. Wat het dit
Of
beteken vir jou tuisdorp, Jelsies Rivier?
Yeah, now we're all about representing, my bro.
Yeah.
I think once we start going out of Cape Town, out
Yeah.
of our neighborhoods,
Yes,
out of
yes.
Cape Town,
Yeah.
out of South Africa,
Yeah.
then we represent South Africa, we represent Cape Town, we represent Elsa's River,
Yes, exactly.
And so we always have to be cognizant of the fact that we are from the soil
Yeah.
of South Africa.
Exactly.
So whenever Butler comes here, they always call him the son of the soil.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So he could have stayed in the United States for so many years.
Yeah, when he return, he's the son of soil.
He will always be South African. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you always represent. You always
Yes.
represent. So you always have to be, aware of that fact. That you representing your towns, you representing the people of South Africa.
Exactly.
And that for me is a
Exactly,
huge responsibility
Yeah.
as an artist. Yeah.
Yes, lovely. En dan het jy ook opgetree in verskillende bands. Jy was in die Jonathan Butler SA band
Is,
en
ja.
dan of is nog, né? En
Yes.
ja. en dan ook Top Dog SA. Yes.
Amazing bands.
Ja,
man.
wat jy betrokke is.
Ja.
Vertel ons net so liggies.
Top Dog is actually the resident band for Jonathan Butler.
Okay, lovely.
So we were a band on our own.
Yeah.
So now everyone that was in Top Dog is now pursuing their own things,
Okay.
own careers,
Yeah.
and they all are flourishing in their separate paths.
Yeah.
But whenever Butler comes, then we come back as a band, and we play and we perform with Jonathan Butler. And for mij is dat net een eer en een voorrecht man to be able to, to play with an icon so big as Jonathan Butler.
Ja.
So humble as Jonathan
Yeah.
Butler, and he always comes back and try and give back,
En hy gee baie terug, man.
Yeah,
Joh, yes, yes.
for me that is amazing. We just released his homecoming album now, just now, a couple of weeks ago,
Joh.
and Ubuntu,
Wow.
and that is a beautiful album. People must go listen to that album. And I have got the honor to be on that album with him with a song called "Coming Home." Yeah, he's yeah, man. I don't even have words, man.
Ek is nou so excited. Ek kan nie
I'm-
wag om by te
to be on an album with Jonathan Butler,
Ja.
Marcus Miller, Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
For me, as a young boy from Elsa's River, is something big, man. I am just in awe. I'm so honored and privileged.
Yes, so that is amazing, ja. Okay, en dan Don Vino, waar vind jy die balance tussen entertainment en jou persoonlike lewe? Iewers moet jy
That's baie
afskakel.
swaar. I can tell you that it's very, very, very difficult, to balance it. But once you get the hang of it,
Yeah.
it takes years. It takes years. Once you get the hang of it, you know how to balance family and music and your career. But it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Once you get into this industry, it's a cutthroat industry, music.
Yes.
And there's a lot of backstabbing.
Ja.
As in any industry.
Exactly.
And you can probably attest to it,
Yeah.
in the hospitality industry
Yeah.
there is a lot of backstabbing.
Ja.
But there's also good people,
Yes.
that's got your back.
Exactly.
And once you find those good people that's got your back, you
Hang on
stick
to
with
them.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stick with them. Yeah.
Ja, okay, so Don Vino gaan nou gou vir ons perform. Hy gaan vir ons 'n song doen. So as julle gereed is by die huis, ja, dit gaat nou gebeur. So
Kan ons net sê dis 'n special request vir Henry Prins.
okay, ja.
Ga jy die vir jou vrou dedicate of wat is dit?
Ja, nee, kyk, die dedicate ek aan my vrou Shirley. Ek moet net vir haar sê baie dankie vir die tyd wat sy saam met my was, en die was een van ons favorite liedjies wat ook een van ons trousongs was. So Don Vino het ingestem om dit te doen vir my live in studio. So ons gee eer aan dit, en ek wil net vir Shirley sê ek is baie lief vir haar. So ja, baie dankie vir die support, en baie dankie vir Don Vino wat ons gaan perform hier in studio saam met ons. So baie dankie vir dit. So bly ingeskakel mense, ons gaan nou soos terugkom, gaan ons na die ons gaan die opportunity nou vir Don Vino gee om te perform. So sit julle hande by mekaar by die huis vir Don Vino Prins. Eerste rivier.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Die ding rukkie.
Wow, 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 wow. Yo, 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 yo. Dis die mense, Don Vino. Baie, baie dankie man.
gents.
Yo. En die haartjies, gaan hier jong, die haartjies hard op die Facebook live. Mense, ek wil net sê weer eens, daai was so amazing. Don Vino, baie dankie. Dit is 'n spesiale song en dit het my sommer nou weer 23 jaar teruggesit. So ja. Ja, baie dankie man. Yes, yo. Jy het nou regtig my oggend gemaak met dit en ek glo die mense by die huis is ook geïnspireer deur daardie weergawe van die song What About Us. Mense. Sjoe. Ek is hoendervleis man, Don Vino.
Appreciate it, sir.
Sê baie dankie man. Don Vino sê gou vir my, wat is volgende vir Don Vino?
Ek check. Ja, Sexy Vibes is volgende vir my. Ja, ek is baie excited with die project.
Ja.
Dit was die 5de ene, you know.
Ja.
Grand Arena, 5,000 mense meneer, so baie excited. We did it in 2019.
Ja.
To sold out Grand Arena and was baie excited to do it because this time I've got amazing artists with me. Craig Lucas het ek daar, so Robin Peters, Louise Obala, DJ Zintle.
Ja.
Wat is Lauren Erasmus is on the Peril,
Yeah.
you know. Salim Kaji, amazing singer. He's like a Josh Groban kind
Exactly.
of, you know.
Yeah.
And then who else? Oh, Fakhri Isaacs I've got as well. Fakhri Isaacs is amazing. That is an amazing singer.
Yo, top talent.
Top. So I mean, where in the world would you get to see all these artists under one roof for 125 rand? Huh?
Yo.
125,
Yeah.
195, and
Yeah.
250.
250 is obviously
250
the
is
VIP.
the
middle
floor
section.
seats,
Yeah. Yo.
But you know, ek is baie excited for die project.
Yes.
Ja, so mense kan hulle kaartjies by webtickets kry of Pick up Pay.
Ja.
Ja, hulle moet haas maar because it's besig om uit te verkoop.
Toe ek nog gekyk het, was dit meer as 60% uitverkoop.
Ja,
mense.
ons kom daar.
En dan, wanneer vind dit plaas?
Die 17de June.
Die
So dat is
17de
een-
June.
Dat is een maand.
Okay,
ja.
so mense moet haas maak om hulle kaartjies te kry. Anders dan
17de
gaan
June
jy
by Grand Arena.
uitmis op het.
Gaan uitmis.
Ja. Okay, en dan as mense jou wil boek.
Ja, hulle kan op my page gaan op
Ja.
Facebook.
Ja.
Die e-mail is daar, sexyvibesproductions@gmail.com.
Okay, en
Hulle kan my
dan
daar e-mail.
en dan wie bestuur jou op die oomblik?
Op die oomblik is het actually Lauren Erasmus. Dat
Okay.
op die show is.
Alright.
Lauren
Okay.
Erasmus, ja.
Okay.
So mensen kan vir haar ook bel voor bookings en zo. Nee.
Okay, goed.
Al die
goed.
details is daar op my page.
Jy sê alles is daar. En dan wat is die ander ding wat ek jou wil gevra het?
Oh, ik moet veel
Die-
andere songs die is. Een nieuwe song wat ik uit het. Called Chilled Butterfly.
Wow.
Ja, Chilled Butterfly. Is soos hy is. Hy's baie chilled. It's a baie
Ja.
chilled kind of a
Ja,
song.
okay.
Maar ek gaan hom vir julle stuur.
Ja,
Ek
baie
gaan hom
dankie.
speel.
Ons sal hom definitief jy het jou debuut gemaak saam met Vicky Sampson. Met Worried.
Oh, yes,
Ja.
op die album, ja.
Ja.
Die song, They Were Here, is die song zijn naam. Nou, Vicky
Okay.
Sampson heeft zelf die song geschreven.
Wow.
Een instrumental song wat zij zelf geschreven
Ja.
had. Ja. En toen heb ik besloten om die song op mijn album All The Way te zetten.
Ek sien.
Ja, ik heb nog weer copies print van die album.
Okay, lieflik man. En dan Don Vino, soms is dit as 'n mens op 'n stage gaan nee. Daar's iets wat gebeur. Jy kry jou oomblik. Daar's 'n oomblik wat gebeur. Wat gaan deur jou gedagtes as jy daai saksofoon optel en die mense begin te skree Don Vino?
Hij is een baie goeie vraag hoor. Hij is een baie goeie vraag. Ik is baie humbled wanneer ik kom bij die.
Ja.
Baie humbled. I can't even describe to you what it feels like. You know when when I have the people that follow me, man.
Yes.
You know, if you are a musician and you perform music and you see people enjoying the music and you see people's life being changed,
Yeah.
that to me is such a huge a plus for me, man. And so groot eer, man.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
when you see people, when you see, so for instance, there was a lady that that was going through something big, you know, in her personal life, and then she came to a show of mine, and when she left, she told me about her ordeal that she was going through, and that at that moment, she just felt a change in her life. You know, to die for me, that is the reward for me as
Yes.
an artist, you know.
Ja,
So
ja. Lovely man, lovely. Okay, en dan sê Johan Petersen sê, my brother Don Vino Prins, ek salute you. May God's unconditional love and blessings continue to shower you over you, sorry. Groete van Botswana. Huda.
oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Wow.
Okay, en
That's
dan
beautiful.
En dan Ryan Swarts van Turn Casting Agency sê good morning my peeps. Ja.
Lovely.
En dan Santel van die
Mornings.
Westhuizen sê beautiful. Sy is ook ingeskakel. Wow, Bikle
Thank you.
sê die man is gifted, vital enetjie. En dan
Awesome,
Ursula
man.
Steenberg,
Awesome.
Damonse sê great stuff. En dan sê Johan weer
Appreciate it.
Johan sê weer Don Vino Prins, jy heer het, jy's gebore met 'n true talent, Huda. Dan Lena Mouton, great, may God bless you. En dan Simone Bergstad is ook ingeskakel, sy sê beautifulness. En dan Kevin Polman sê, ask him what's the new look with wearing beanies while he's playing. Ek weet nie, ek weet nie.
Kevin is baie flow, it's a buddy of mine. It's baie flow.
Nee, hy kan hy antwoord.
Ons try maar om jong man te wees, man.
Ja, ja. Ja, ons steek weg, jong. Ons steek weg, want anders maak ons light sommer die studio op.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I just hope all these people are going to come to my show on the 17th of June.
Ja,
Hulle moet
ja,
uitsteek, hulle
please
moet
people
uitsteek.
support, man. Uitsteek is die myn ding, sê hulle. Ja, want soos ons sê hier by Radio Eerste Rivier, die ding ruk hier. So die ding gaan ruk.
Awesome,
Okay,
man.
dan wil ek ook net ons community notice board doen. Ants Angels Foundation need your help with any dry ingredients for the winter soup kitchen project. For any donations, please contact Ann on 083 328 4367. Okay, and then I've just got to do this one also. New Vision. Are you looking for expert eye care advice? Look no further. Visit your nearest New Vision store for in-store advice and promotion. New Vision also offers pensioner and student deals. A comprehensive eye test for only 190 Rand. New Vision also provides diabetic glaucoma and driver's screening. You may make an appointment at 021-201-1524 or email sandbury@newvision.co.za. New Vision is located at Sandbury Square across Pick and Pay. Okay, guys, we have almost come to the end of the show, and I would like to thank Don Vino for the opportunity wat hy ingekom het vanoggend om die saam met ons te kom doen en ons het dit geniet, man. Don Vino,
had a good time.
ja, gewoonlik voor ek afsluit vra ek dat die persoon wat ek interview net iemand bemoedig buite wat deur 'n moeilike tyd gaan.
Yeah, you know, I would say like Amal Khandir. If you see someone on the street and you don't know them from a bar of soap, that someone is going through something that you don't know about.
Exactly.
You know, so we all go through our own personal struggles and we all have our own demons that we are facing. But I think the bottom line in this life is that no matter how big that mountain looks to you,
Yeah.
you know, God God gave us the power to say to that mountain, move. If you have just the faith as small as a mustard seed, you'll be able to tell that mountain to move. But sometimes we don't have that faith.
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel so down and we feel so despondent that we don't even think about having faith.
Yeah.
And then someone, comes along and someone tells you, but, no matter what you're going through, God is still good. God has still got your back.
Yes. Lovely.
So no matter what you're going through, no matter what it is, however big that mountain is that you are facing at this moment, just know that God is still on the throne. God is still good, and His mercy still endureth forever. But sometimes that even though and I can attest to that.
Yeah.
Even though you hear these things, you still feel down, man.
Yeah.
You still feel as if God is not listening.
Yeah.
You still feel that you alone. You still feel that you're alone. You still feel that sy sien nog altyd net een ryspore.
Yeah.
You still feel that God is not there.
Yeah.
But in you thinking that there's only one set of footprints, just know that He's carrying you.
Yeah.
He's carrying you. So be encouraged, my people, man. No matter how big that mountain is, you will get through it.
Yes.
You will get to the other side.
Wow, en daai sluit so aan by my Facebook status van vanoggend waar Kaba's ons bemoedig, man. Tell that mountain, gaan soontoe.
Ja.
Verstaan jy? En dit is al wat ons kan doen. Ons moet die challenges face en heads-on face en probeer oorbrug. So dit bring ons by die quote of the day: things are not always as bad as it seems. Sometimes a change of perspective is all that it takes to see the light. And that's by Mordy quote. So dat alles werk so saam, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just change the perspective, yeah.
Ja, en dan sê Elbury Jacobs, that's Apostle Elbury Jacobs, hy sê, hi Don Vino en Henry, hy's ook ingeskakel.
Beautiful. Okay, Hallo, pastor.
Ja, sê. Okay, lieflik man, lieflik. Okay, so is hy enige iemand wat jy buite wil groet voor ons afsluit?
Ja. I think just all my friends, family, allemaal wat daar geweest toen mij van die begin af,
Yeah.
You get people that's been there since the beginning.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point where you are now, but you don't see that people anymore because that's van die waafgeval.
Yeah.
Because they, at some point in your life you realize who really's got your back, Sometimes it's a vrienden, but it's ook vrienden, man.
Yeah.
And I would say that, whatever this life is, I think love is the biggest of everything,
Yes.
Out of
Yes.
all the emotions,
Yeah.
I think love is the biggest of them all. As always, allemaal mekaar net met liefde kan treat.
Jo.
Imagine if just 90%, if 50% of this whole world just treat each other with love, hoeveel beter sal die wêreld af as, if we all just treat each other with
As
respect
ons
and
omgee
love.
vir mekaar.
Ja.
Ja. Dit sou nice gewees het. Jo. Amen en amen, amazing motivation, afsluiting. Jy is net 'n amazing musikant nie, maar ook 'n rolmodel vir menigte. Huda.
Oh, wow.
Johan Petersen.
Beautiful, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you on Facebook Live for your support. We appreciate it. En ons het gekom aan die einde van die show. Ons gaan volgende week weer terug wees met nog 'n edisie van inspirerende stories in ons gemeenskap. So u kan nog uitsien na nog propvol programme wat opkom, so Chit Show met Alfredo 11:30, dan die Business Hub met Bevan Jacobs at 1:00 en Culture Talk with Koi Queen at 2:00. So bly ingeskakel. Ek wens u julle 'n voorspoedige week voor, dat alles wat u aanpak die week net goed sal wees, man. En dan wil ek net vir Don Vino sê baie baie dankie weer eens en alle voorspoed met jou show die 17de June by Grand Arena, en as jy vry is, support die man. Support local. Support local.
Yeah. Thank you.
So baie dankie dat jy uitgereik het na ons vanoggend, en dan wil ek net weer eens ook vir die team van Radio Eersterivier sê baie baie dankie vir wat julle doen vir die gemeenskap daar buite. Okay, so from myself, Henry Prins, it has been an amazing platform once again. Thank you for your support. If you're out there in the world, please be kind to other people, because you have no idea what other people are going through. Okay, so this has been your community talk show on Radio Eersterivier, onze stasie, onze talent en onze mense. Tot 'n volgende keer. Bye-bye.
She told me she loves me. I can't help but worry. My senses tell me it's too good to be true. Fear consumes me for losing the best thing that's ever happened to me. You know what I mean?